in
Carrefour.
Carrefour. We're here in Italia. See?
Italia.
Hello, welcome.
Oh, this is a map.
Wait a little bit for the other. I will do a tour and I will explain the main installation of our pavilion. Please move it here so the other can enter. Hello.
Okay, we're here in
So the other can
Italy.
We can come here if you want. I'm Clara and I'll be your guide through the discovery of our pavilion. Our journey begins from the sea because the structure of our pavilion is composed of 3 boats upside down, the shape into the biggest Italian flag of the history, and we are surrounded by 70 kilometers of nautical ropes made of recycled plastic. So that is a pavilion that has an open structure that interacts with the outside, and this structure allows us to not have air conditioning and to prevent the effects of pandemic. It's also a circular structure, nothing is meant to be thrown away, everything changes and constantly moves. We can go upstairs, you can use both stairs if you want.
No, Winnie.
We are here under the first hall or pavilion in the highest point, and as with every journey we need time. So the first installation is about time. It's an atomic clock made by the Italian company Leonardo that tells the perfect time for the aerospace with an error margin of 1 second every 3 million years. So it's really precise. As you can see from in the installation, there is like a contrast and a comparison between the traditional concept of time in the upper part and the new one that is like a tuning between a guitar and a diapason. So there is tradition that meets innovation, and these are 2 of the 3 key elements of our pavilion, because the third one is sustainability. As I said to you before, in terms of sustainability, these nautical ropes are important because are made of plastic bottles that we took from the ocean, and also this skywalk we're working on is made of orange peels and coffee ground by the Italian group Mattei. Now take a look over there. There is the installation called Sotiria by Bulgari. It's an homage to the 7 Emirates in their 50 years of history, because there are 50 points of light agglomerated into 7 clustered diamonds. Right here you can see on the right and on the left a series of net. It's an installation called Driving Energy by Terna, are a series of net realized through 1,500 hours of work that represent the main theme of our pavilion. In order to fly over the exhibition space, we need a good aeroplane. So here there is a part of a tail rotor, the engine block and propeller of a tail rotor, that combines the characteristic of an helicopter, such as the vertical landing, to the ones of an aeroplane, such as the fastness and security. It will be used for civil, medical aid, and VIP transportation. Here you can see a series of numbers. It's the series of Fibonacci that was an Italian mathematician from Tuscany, and each number results from the addition of the 2 previous one. For example, 5 results from the addition of 3 and 2. It is a theory applied to different fields of knowledge, from art to economics, and represent the concept of the perfection of nature that we will find into the next section. Right here, take a look to our lab. We are the only pavilion with a laboratory inside. where the biologists of Tall Green study the growth of the microalgae, that is a cultivation that we have inside this water, and with this microalgae create food and special paints that are sustainable and are used in our pavilion. Are paints made of water-based and chemical-free. Now we are coming into a special area. It's like the Mediterranean area. These water mirrors reminds us the water of the Mediterranean and also the color of the Italian flag. And we have this structure that is our island of the Mediterranean, that is the Belvedere, the place where we show beauty. Belvedere is an Italian term that we do not translate in English because it has its own meaning. These water mirrors are really important for our pavilion because there are two varieties of microalgae that allow our pavilion to breathe, because transform the carbon dioxide produced by visitors into oxygen. Under this water there is the Bulgari restaurant where all the air comes up and is transformed into new fresh air. The red one is a variety of microalgae called hematococcus, like blood, as you can see from the color, and it's used in cosmetics and rich in carotenoids, while the green one is called spirulina and has many different uses. It's used in cosmetics, pharmacy, but also as a fertilizer, and is edible. The green one is edible, it's a superfood due to its beneficial properties, and also was chosen as a food for the astronauts because it can grow without gravity. Here you can see the special paints used in the functional area of our pavilion. And behind me there is this structure that is the Belvedere. We try to reproduce the Mediterranean landscape because in the upper part there are different herbs from the Mediterranean scrub, such as rosemary and thyme, and a dry stone wall made by an artisan from Filicudi Island, and is typical of the Mediterranean landscape and of the south of Italy. We can enter here.
Wow, look at the floor. It's perfect.
Please move around, let the other enter.
Look at the pavilion.
This is the place where we show beauty. You can watch a hit videos made by Italian director Oscar Winning, Gabriele Salvadores, are videos about the beauty of Italian regions and landscape. Please move around. At this moment you can look at the oculus that reminds us the one of the Pavilion in Rome, with these paintings made by different Italian artists about the skies of Italy. Around us there are wooden niches and etc. made by the Italian Alessandro Camera. It's a sort of Renaissance studio because the Renaissance era was really important for Italy. And focus on the floor there is this roseway that reminds us that the journey towards knowledge and beauty continue. We can go outside. This is a particular section of our pavilion for short stories. Here we host temporary exhibition about the Italian excellence into different sectors. This one is about the aerospace and aeronautical sector in collaboration with the region Campania. We can go here to the Botanical Garden. We have different kinds of plants from the Mediterranean scrub and from other areas. Here we are driving an experiment because each plant has a sensor inside, like this, called bioregister, that takes information from the plant about their health, the growth and their need of water, and this information will be sent to a lab in Italy. At the end of Expo, at the end of the 6th month, we will understand which kind of these plants can survive in an environment like this of Dubai in order to prevent desertification. This plantation takes the light necessary for the process of photosynthesis, from the circular structure over there, that is the second moon of Enerix, that interacts with the light that comes from the outside, and the light is reflected on the plantation. We have also this anthropomorphic figure that is the beauty of imaging of Bracco. Bracco is a well-known company in the pharmaceutical area, but also in the imaging diagnostic, and this figure celebrates beauty and the connection between innovation and tradition. We can go here. On the right, there is an installation of Dolce & Gabbana that is one of our main sponsors that also provided our uniform. And now we are entering into the Theatre of Memory. This is the place of art and music, and is the house of the David of Michelangelo, that is a replica made through the 3D printing. The original one is in Florence, in the Galleria of Accademia, and the original one was scanned with high-tech instruments. They later divided into 14 pieces that were printed and covered with a mixture of marble dust and resin. Here represent the ideal connection that Italy wants to bring here, that is a connection between innovation and tradition. I have to leave you here. There is an invention ramp where you can think about the journey towards knowledge that never ends. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
Baby, slowly, don't run. Baby, smile.